Let's make some angel hair pasta, which goes down so easy. And I just found this boar's head turkey pepperoni. 70% lower fat, 50% fewer calories. You know what? That should work out well. So we got some red pepper. Try to slice as thin as you can. Julienne, the same thing with the onions. And only fresh oregano on this one. And I'm using truffle oil. And if you don't want to do that, you can use virgin olive oil. And truffle oil is the same thing with chemicals added to give it that flavor. So this is very simple. I'm just going to saute the pepperoni, the peppers, this, the onions, and don't forget one more ingredient as I'm looking at everything. I'm going the most important item, which is, of course, some fresh garlic. And you know, the amount of garlic depends on the person that's going to eat it. Some people like a little, some people like a lot. I like a lot, so that's how much I'm going to use. This recipe is for 2 people. And what will happen is I might wind up eating everything. So let me get started. It's so simple. So we're going to saute in olive oil. You can't cook with truffle oil. You have to add it at the very end, or else it just dissipates. And we get the peppers, the onions, and the garlic. I like slices or chunks, so you get to bite into one. And I'll wait a little bit for the fresh oregano because there's no rush on that. Now, remember the water that you cook the pasta in, you should be able to taste the water and know that there's salt in it. Everything has to be seasoned. You just can't cook up pasta with no salt, even if you don't like it. And here we're using, I like this salt. It's not pure white. That means it hasn't gone through the same process that iodized salt does. Put some salt on there. I'm holding back on the pepper because I'm going to use sriracha hot chili sauce. But you can use pepper. And the salt and pepper that you use, it's to your taste. But if you're cooking for other people, you have to season the food more, because you want them to give you a nice compliment on whatever you're doing. So sauteing this, it's also up to the individual. You want to have it a little al dente or give it color. I want it very soft for the simple purpose, the simple reason that this angel hair is so delicate. The softer this is, the easier it is for it to wrap around the angel hair. That's why it's all julienne and not diced. If it's diced, it usually doesn't mix well. So put a cover on it, cook it slow, and the steam will really soften it up well. So there's nothing more to do over there. Last minute I'm going to throw the egg oregano in. Egg oregano, that's very nice. And here we have the water boiling. And since the angel hair is very quick to cook, I'll wait a few minutes and let the vegetables get nice and soft. I like cooking in a flat, wider pan than a deep pot. First off, the gas, the flame, stays underneath the pot instead of rolling up the sides of a tall one, unless the tall one happens to be very wide. So see how quick that is boiling? And I'm going to cook just 6 ounces of pasta. Now here's a little option. I found a bottle of white wine in the refrigerator. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put a little in here. That's optional. How's that? That'll soften it up even better. Give it a little flavor. And now, it's a shame. I still have to wait. Didn't I say it's pepperoni? Almost forgot it. But no problem. You put the pepperoni in there now with the oregano. And if you're going to make this for somebody, don't tell them it's turkey. Let them eat it, and guess what? They won't know the difference. They might say, oh, it's not as strong as regular, like the pepperoni I know. And just say, well, the onions and the garlic, everything, cut the flavor. Now, as you see, the wine reduced, it's gone. All we have here is the cooked onions, soft, white, the oregano, so it's going to have a nice color. The oregano won't be brown. And now we're going to put the angel hair. In like so. And you're not going to wash it, of course not. No, you won't wash the pasta because all it does is make your dish watery. And get it in there before the ends burn. This will only take a minute or two. Nice. Don't forget the grated cheese at the end. So that's cooking. And this is done. It's hot. There's nothing, pepperoni doesn't have to be cooked. And if you notice, you see a lot of grease in there? No, because it's less fat. That's the part that we want to get away from. So just put this on low, keep that warm. Have the black truffle oil ready. And this is almost there. See how nice it is when you cook in a lower pot? You have more control over the pasta too, instead of going down into something. You don't want to have any of the angel hair stuck together, so make sure you now check the pasta, see if it's done. You want to throw a piece up on the ceiling, see if it sticks. See, I can tell, I don't even have to put it in my mouth. Not yet, but very close. Maybe I should call this, well, it is pepperoni with pasta. If I said angel hair with pepperoni, I should have more angel hair. But I did say turkey pepperoni, and there's quite a bit. Well, it's a meal. Okay, we're done. Shut this off, take it over to the sink, pour it in a colander, and then put it right back into this pot. Remember, no washing it. Just drain it good. I hate to tell you, that's 6 ounces. You know what? Like I said, I'll probably wind up eating it all myself. So now, if you're going to use virgin olive oil, you put it in there now. That way you have it tastes like virgin olive oil, just like I'm putting the truffle oil. And you will put virgin olive oil, just like that, or the truffle oil. I smell that truffle oil, or you smell the virgin olive oil. Alright, so maybe it's for 2 people, but there's no seconds. And if it's for hungry people, you'd have to go more than 6 ounces. But this should be enough for the average person who's not looking to gain any weight. Nicely mixed. So there really isn't a lot of the pepperoni for the amount of pasta. Matter of fact, it's like perfect. And I thought it was going to be too much. Now what we have to do is just take this, put it on a plate, take a good look at it, and then sit down and enjoy. I just got finished cleaning the stove and I don't feel like doing it again. A little bit more. Well, that's it. There's enough for the next person, which might be me. And there's that plate. And we'll get some grated cheese on there. You hear that crunching in the background? That's my dog eating. He knows I'm going to eat, so he's going to eat. That's that. Hope you enjoy it. I have to sit down and devour that.